Coach Jeff Quinn was the Bulls' seventh straight win. A couple of notes from the game. Brandon Oliver went for 249 yards, it was a career high, and it was a Division 1A era single-game record for a UB football player. And Alex Newts, with his 2 touchdown catches, tied Nathan Roosevelt with career touchdown catches at UB with 28. So with that, we'll have a statement and we'll take questions.
Yeah, what a great night, especially for our seniors. You know, this is their last time playing in this stadium. And I know they were energized. They prepared well all week. You know, I just knew that these kids were ready to play, and they certainly showed that out on that football field. 4 quarters to beat Ohio 30-3. You know, and I knew that they had a solid squad. We all know that. I thought our defense again just came up big. You know, they were outstanding today to hold them. You know, to the total yardage. Matter of fact, we rushed. Bo had more yards rushing than they had total offense, which says a lot about our football team. And certainly if you have a great defense, you got a chance to win a lot of football games. And that's really been, you know, kind of the formula for our success right now. We're playing great defense. We took the ball away. It was unfortunate we threw the one pick down there, which has been a while since we had a turnover. But just the way we've been able to capitalize, you know, on the takeaways, that's been a great boost for our team. I thought our special teams play was excellent. Our kickoff coverage was outstanding. You know, just overall, it was just a complete all-in win, and I couldn't be more proud and happy for our seniors and this football team to be where they're at. And they sense it just like I do, and I think everybody around here knows that. I think tonight really helped us along the way to take another important step to the ultimate goal that we have. So with that, I'll open up to any questions.
Jeff, you think of anything more appropriate than the kind of career Alex Newts has had in his last game here at UB Stadium to tie that record for career receiving touchdowns?
This senior class means a lot to me personally. It means a lot to this program, this entire university. This senior class, the guys like Bo and Khalil and Alex, and there's so many others that they've just done an outstanding job. But I'm very proud of Alex. I'm proud that, you know, he trains hard, he works hard, he and Joe have a great, sense for each other. You know, it just says a lot about, you know, having good players that work hard, that come from great families, and that are great students. And that's what this program is going to be built on, is those quality young men that go out there and compete. And they're going to have an opportunity to do that. And any other player that's going to have a chance to come to our university, and those young receivers, they've got quite a bar to reach. You know, he's setting that bar pretty high, which is exciting to know that he's got a few more games to go for himself. So it was great for Alex and that whole senior class.
Jeff, is this the best win since you've been here for this program?
Well, up until this point, this is a big one. You know, I think everyone mentioned that, to have these two teams going at it, you know, on a Tuesday night, you know, on ESPN2, they had one loss. You know, they've had some quality wins, you know, against Marshall and North Texas. You know, we knew that this has been a team, that we had to look at and say, hey, if we want to take that next step towards our ultimate goal, then, you know, we got to do it here in this stadium tonight. And we were very fortunate that things have gone our way up until this point. But, you know, Ohio's a great team. I give Coach Solich, you know, he's a class act. You know, he really is. And I even said to him, you know, I appreciate everything he's done for our profession. And, and I know what he does for our conference and our head coaches. You know, we knew that they were a well-coached team, and we had to beat them, and that's what we did tonight. So it's a good feeling, and the way we did it, that's even more impressive. So great win, great victory. Now we got to get ready for Toledo.
You talked about raising the bar with moves. Bo was doing something.
Oh yeah, Bo you watched him on that one run. There was that one run. It was an incredible effort. He's an inspiring young man. What's special about Bo is he got up in front of our team before the game and shared his experience and his upbringing and, you know, where he's placed his faith and, you know, his belief and, you know, and that's a big part of who he is as a young man. And it comes out in the way he plays. But he also has a pretty doggone good offensive line out there that and tight ends. I mean, those guys played hard. We were a little bit out of sync in the first half, but we knew that, it's like anything. It takes a little bit of time to get things rolling. But we knew the more we handed the ball off the Bo, there was always going to be a moment in that game that we were going to feel like we took full control. And there was just that feeling with the O-line and Bo that we were becoming, more in control of that football game.
What do you think this win does for the program on the whole? I mean, you know that there's some high school, junior, senior, whatever, that's home watching the game. You look at your record now, it's impressive. It was an impressive win, all those things.
Well, we hope we keep bringing in guys like Bo Oliver and Khalil Mack and Alex Nutz, and all these guys. These are there are a lot of those young men out there watching our football program, watching what we're doing. They certainly know that they're going to have an opportunity to come here, so it's going to help your recruiting. It's going to help those younger players already in our program. You saw some freshmen today. Jarrett Franklin, what an outstanding football player he is. Houston Glass. I look at Corbin Grassman, as a true freshman. Boise Ross. All these guys, getting a chance to see greatness, firsthand. And that's what this is all about. So as we keep building our program in the win column, more and more kids are going to, look at us very seriously and maybe not go somewhere else where in the past they might have.
You're well aware of that way before the game begins, right? I mean, so as the game is going on and, the score starts to get lopsided, I'm sure there's part of you that's thinking, this is all good.
No, it's all good is right. I'm very proud of these kids, but we're not done yet. We need to make sure that we are a football team that does things the right way and is able to prepare and come back next week against Toledo. That's the mark of a great team. Being able to win at home, is certainly very, very important, and we always set that as a goal of ours, to win every game at home. But you also have to go on the road and win, and that's what this next game is going to be about. That's when the lights go out. It's past bedtime. You didn't know our building shuts down at this time.
As a trend, you take control of games in the third quarter. Anything to that? We gonna give credit to your halftime speeches, or
it's certainly not about my halftime speeches. It's the preparation that our coaches put in all week. We spent a tremendous amount of time, and it's what they did in January, in February, March. This is, there's been a lot of hard work that's gone in this program. And I've always looked at the people first and the way these young men have done it off the field. I mean, that makes a huge statement to me as a head football coach that these kids care about their education. They care about, the way they train, take care of themselves, and now they're starting to see if you do it this way, if you are this way, you will become something. And that's what we want to do here. And we don't want to make this just a one-year thing. We want to do it each and every single year. And that's what's exciting. And we knew we had to take down Ohio. Ohio's been 5 straight years in a bowl game. That's what we want to be and become. But even more importantly, win the Mid-American Conference Championship. But you got to do that by winning the East. But I've seen it happen, and it's been building. These guys have a tremendous amount of energy, and it's an exciting group of guys to work with.
Can you see that? You said you can sense that it's building, or you can feel it, confidence, every energy, all that stuff, week by week. Is it?
I can look in a man's eyes and see a soul, and I'm telling you, these young men, I can see their soul. I know this team better than I've known any team I've been here. These guys remind me a lot of the great teams I've had opportunities and blessed to coach in the past. They're just, the leadership is there. The work ethic is there. The preparation is there. Their passion and love for playing. They're close. They're a very close-knit group of guys. And
Which team in particular?
The 2006 Central Michigan team. I remember that team. And I've shared that with this ball club. It was a program that at one time had 7 straight losing seasons, and then we were able to get over 500 in year 2, and then year 3, it just, boom, you just get the right, guys in place and the right pieces there, the coaches, everybody, And that's a beautiful thing too about our program. We had no coaching changes in the offseason, so there was a lot of continuity and consistency in terms of what goes on in each of those staff rooms. So, and the kids feel it too, and they're excited, and so am I, and I couldn't be more proud, especially the senior class. They've been through a lot, and they know I've leaned very heavily on them when they were sophomores, to really build this thing the right way, to do things the right way every day, off the field and on the field, and they're seeing they're reaping the rewards.
Jeff, there was a lot of confusion around that safety, intentional grounding play. What was your view of it?
It was a great call. I don't know. First of all, I was ready to get the ball. It was, listen, I didn't see it down there. I didn't know exactly. It was kind of hard where on ground level. But, that wasn't going to be the play that changed the outcome of this game, So I'll let those guys deal with that. We were I thought it was kind of a gift, so to speak. So.
It seemed like it didn't change the game from that point on, though.
Well, certainly, anytime you get 2 points off of safety, you're getting the points and you're getting the possession. That's a pretty good deal. So, yeah, that probably helped us a little bit more. But, we just took full advantage of every opportunity that presented itself in tonight's game, and that was one of them.
We've had a few of these conversations this year.
Yeah, I'm sure have.
Can you talk a little bit about Franklin? You mentioned him. What was the role that you envisioned him to play today? And he winds up being your leading tackler. Can you talk a little bit about what's opened your eyes about him?
Well, he's a wrestler, and he's from Missouri. Okay, those are the two things that I was looking to reach out. We saw him in the camp, and I tell you, very active young man. Comes from a tremendous family, very supportive family. And that's what I look at. Very carefully. And, he was very active in high school. I mean, he had a tremendous career. He had a lot of sacks, a lot of tackles for a loss. When I watched this film, I knew that I was getting a very solid football player. A lot of people might not have thought he was big enough, heavy enough. I mean, he's only about 200, 205 pounds. But he's active, and he's got a great mentor in, Lou and Tepper, and certainly as a teammate, Khalil Mack. So, don't look at the size of the guy. Look at what's in his heart and what's between his ears, and that's what I saw in him. He's just a quality young man, and he's doing extremely well in school, along with balancing playing as a true freshman, which isn't easy to do.
Good.
All right, thank you.